Greetings guys and gals, this is XIJABERWALKIX bringing you the best in esports. Today we have the PDPOP MSL Starcraft Broodwar Group H, Shine versus Bisu, not Shine like I used to say. And Shine was a player that knocked Bisu out of the OSL, and so we're going to have to see if Bisu is able to overcome this and win this match. This is going to be played on Benzene, which is a 4-player map. There is a lot of bridges. All of the expansions, I believe, are on the outside of the map. There's no real middle expansions at all. The middle is just pretty much ramps and little platforms that can be for good play. There's a lot of choke-offs with those bridges that you can utilize, and there's the open space, of course, the plateaus, but there's various ways to get around someone's army if you really need to, if you're the Zerg player or even the Protoss player if you want to do that as well. Bisu, obviously playing for SKT1, has a 64% win rate and a 68% win rate versus Zerg. It is his best matchup. He is ranked 8th by KSpot. Shine, on the other hand, 52% win rate overall, a 50% win rate versus Protoss, 24th ranked by KSpot. But really, this doesn't matter because Shine is just like the kryptonite for a Superman Bisu. Shine just beats Bisu all the time. He's kind of known for kicking Bisu out of individual leagues. Both players scouting in the wrong direction first, and so Bisu probably going to scout him actually third, rather. So he's going to definitely have to put down that Forge first if he is going to go for that Forge fast expand. It looks like we have a 12 hatch going down for Shine. Bisu has actually sent another probe just so he's able to scout him very fast. He did put the Forge down first, is not going to opt to go for Nexus first. That left probe is going to be able to scout that 12 hatch, and so I'm assuming that he's going to put down his Nexus and then his his Nexus and then his Gateway and then some cannons after that Forge, putting down a pylon and kind of blocking himself in there. I'm not entirely sure what that's for. He might be going for some weird attack here. Might be going for like some type of proxy gateway or something, because those two pylons are morphing and he has blocked himself in very effectively. There's a cannon. Oh, and he's going for a cannon rush. Definitely should have seen this coming. This is going to be so effective, and I cannot believe that Bisu is playing this on standard, man. This is just freaking epic. Bisu going for a cannon rush, building 2 more cannons in the base, and there's no way that Shine's going to be able to defend this. This is costing him 450 plus the 650 minerals, so it's quite an investment for Bisu. But if he's able to do some good work, able to deny pretty much mining and able to kill off this hatchery, it's definitely going to be worth it. Shine has opted to double expand. It looks like he canceled that hatchery, so instead of double expanding, he is just going to expand with one of those. Bisu content and actually keeping one of those gateways up, so he's going to have, not gateways, cannons up, so he's going to have 2 cannons behind that middle line of the natural, and this is going to be really good for Bisu, just because if he attacks, if he decides to go in, that base is just that much farther from reinforcements. Reinforcements have to travel that much farther. It looks like he is putting down his Nexus now. This Overlord sees it. The Overlord might get picked off, but I think it's going to be just able to get away. Barely. And, oh man, 1 hit away, just like I said. Barely. And he is double expanding. Shine is double expanding there at the 12 o'clock, as well as that 11:30 base. And so, his hatchery is very delayed. I think that's why he double expanded. We do see double expands from Zerg players, but Shine pretty much had to go for the double expand just because he's that far behind economically. He is also going for his layer tech gateway morphing in as well. We have the pylon and a similar going up for Bisu a little bit later, but standard build nonetheless. We're probably going to see a Stargate soon as well. I think because that layer is a little bit early comparatively to that Stargate, that he's going to be able to get his Scourge out before those Corsairs go up. Not even opting to go for a Spire, looks like, just straight going for Lurker play, which is what I'm assuming, just since he's getting that Hydralisk Den, and he really wouldn't have needed that layer if he wanted to go for some type of Hydralisk push. We do see that Cybernetics Core just spinning, so he's not going to be able to get down the Stargate until very late. And so I think if Shine would have actually gone for that Spire tech, he would have been in a little bit of better position, but at the same time, that's going to be very gas intensive. But Lurkers are pretty gas intensive as well, and so I think that he could have got out a good number of Mutalisks and had a lot to deal with this. Looks like we have 6 or 7 Zerglings at the front for Shine. Bisu sees this base Don't know if he scouted that 12 o'clock base just yet. He looks like he's going there right now. Probably Lurker Tech being morphed in, and this is a pretty cool overlay they have for all this stuff. And oh, the Zerglings get right past those cannons, and he's in the main base there. There's about 4 Zerglings in the main for Shine and Bisu, man. You got to take care of your stuff. He's got no units out. This is going to be very bad for him. One Zealot in the mix. One Zealot's going to be able to kind of ward off these Zerglings, able to pick off one, so there's only 3 left. But these Zerglings are going to be so annoying. It looks like he's not even mining gas now from that assimilator. Gonna have to put an assimilator at his National is what I'm assuming he's gonna do, just to get those Corsairs out. The Stargate has just morphed in, and so immediately gonna be building a Corsair. At the same time, these 2 Zerglings able to block off, almost get surrounded, but able to micro around that. And I'm sorry if I say no, a lot, because I just listened to my cast. One of my viewers made it apparent to me that I say a lot, and I apologize for that. I'm gonna try to cut that down, but a lot of forces actually streaming in for Shine. You can see the middle of the map just kind of has that bulge of red, little streaks of red, all Zerglings pretty much. We do have 2 Lurkers morphing in the midfield, as well as another Hydralisk, which is probably going to be turned into a Lurker. That first Corsair is out, going to be able to pick off an Overlord, and so this is going to be very good for Bisu, because pretty much his Corsairs are going to be uncontended with, unless he does keep some of those Hydralisks for actual Hydralisks and not Lurkers. It looks like he has not. He's built all 3 Lurkers from those Hydralisks, and so Bisu's Corsair is going to go unmatched, contended with. He is going for the Citadel of Dune, probably going to go for Zealot speed is what I'm assuming. Here comes Shine trying to get in here, not going to be able to. There's no robotics up, I do believe. He's going to be able to kind of eat away at these bases in the front, just because there is no observer. Those cannons are not in range, unfortunately, but at the same time Bisu is doing a ton of damage with his Corsairs. Here comes the attack from Shine. Zealots just trying to keep the Zerglings off the cannons, are able to do so, but the Zerglings just doing so much damage. Bisu's having to pull probes, building more cannons at the same time. He's going to be able to defend this, I believe, able to kill off pretty much all the Lurkers. Very nice job by Bisu, and I think that Bisu is now very much ahead, simply because he does have that Corsairs, and he's uncontended with. He's going to be able to pretty much supply box Shine for the time being. Shine knows that he's in a ton of trouble, because he's going to have to spend his larva on Overlords rather than anything else. I think he's trying to get an Evo chamber up as well, but that is obviously not up. He's going to be able to kill off that Overlord, and this is pretty much all in from Shine. Oh man, he should have gone in, because those 2 Zealots were not blocking off. Here comes more Zerglings streaming in for Shine, and so these Overlords are going to get picked off as well, but he's got a lot of Zerglings, so Bisu needs to be very, very careful to make sure that stays blocked. If these cannons go down, he's going to be absolutely screwed, but if he's able to hold this off, this is pretty much like Sentries in Starcraft 2, if he's able to hold this off long enough, he's going to be able to just do so much damage that Shine's going to have no way to come back, just because he's going to have to use all of his larva on Overlords. Here come the Zerglings from Shine. It looks like I don't know what he's doing at that 6 o'clock base. He's just got all of his Zerglings down there for some odd reason, maybe possibly hiding them, but I can't understand a reason why he would want to hide those Zerglings. Maybe he just wants to not queue off Bisu on how many Zerglings he actually has, and Bisu building 3 more gates, so it looks like he might be going out for this big Zealot push that he's got kind of known for. Whoa, that was a cool overlay as well. These Zealots are pushing out. He needs to be careful not to lose, not to get those Zealots surrounded or have the Zerglings run by, which is what they're about to do. Oh man, that's making me really nervous, because there is not a block off there, and I think the critical amount of Zerglings that he has is going to be able to overtake the army. Now the other Zerglings join up with the original army, and the video quality really goes down when they go into this this player mode, but good micro by Bisu. He also has an observer out, so there is robotics in the area, building another gateway. Actually building 2 more gateways, so he's pretty much going almost all in on this attack. Well, not all in, but he's definitely going to commit to some sort of really quick Zealot attack. Maybe add some Dragoons in there, but I really don't think so. All he's producing is Zealots now out of all of these gates, getting 2 more gates, so he's going to have a total of like 6 gateways off of 2 bases with a starport and a Stargate and a Robotics. These, looks like Shine is just going for Hydralisk. He's going to try for this Hydralisk push, and Bisu needs to be very careful not to lose these units. He's being chased by these Zerglings and these Hydralisks. He's going to be able to hold this ramp. More Zealots coming in from the south, but almost a good surround going off on these Zealots. These Zealots are just so good, so powerful, and oh man, Bisu going in for a round. Shine, GG's, not Shrine, almost said Shrine again, I don't know why, but GG. But Bisu able to hold it off, doing a very nice job, and needs to get rid of that earring. But nevertheless, doing a very nice job with those time attack, win those Corsairs. Pretty much just a build order win, because he forced Shine to go for those other hatcheries, and he was just too far behind in his tech to go Mutalisk at the time. Very nice job by Bisu, and like I said, guys, he's back. Anyways, if you like what you saw, please subscribe, give my video a like, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Lates.